I'm Steve Hobson, the editor of Motor Transport, and I'm here at the Ford's annual conference with Craig McCall from Drivetech.
Hi Steve. Drivetech. The name of Drivetech is getting more and more well known. The fact that we've been around 30 years is surprising, really. We started as a very small company concerned about deaths on motorways. And the company, without going into too much detail, has been built up over that period of time. Around about 10 years ago, we were bought by the AA, which certainly did our profile good. So we're owned by the AA and we work with them. As far as Ford's is concerned, I've been working with Ford's since 2008, 2009, that time when they first started. A lot of people within Ford's I've known that time as well. So we've got a good relationship, and in recent years, certainly since Sopra took over, we've seemed to go on and got a better relationship with the new management. We're pleased to be headline sponsors. We are getting involved more and more with the commercial vehicle, but we've been involved with buses since 2011. So again, over 10 years. We basically are a driver training company, if you like. We are the driver training arm of the AA. We offer all sorts of on-road courses. We offer 19 CPC courses for the industry, both bus and HGV. And we do a lot of online stuff, particularly since COVID. And we've got certain electronic systems that we sell, like license checks, e-learning and things like that. So we try to give a full package to all of our drivers, which ranges not just within the commercial vehicle market, but right across every vehicle type, from car to motorbike and everything in between.
It's interesting hearing Geraint talk today about the fact that Ford's is moving more into the PCV market, so you're quite prepared for that because you've been doing PCV for years.
Well, there's some synergy there because Geraint is from that background as well. So yeah, I mean, I started as a bus conductor when I was 19. And they did have engines at the time.
They weren't trolley buses then?
No, it was well after that. I can't remember the trolley buses, but yeah.
Okay, you mentioned driver CPC there. I know DFT is carrying out a review of the UK. Now we're out of the EU, we can do what we like with driver CPC. How would you like to see the driver CPC regime change? Because there are a few weaknesses in the current system, aren't there?
There are, but I think the recent changes that Joupt brought in, where you can't do repeated courses, I think that's brilliant. But again, as I say, we've got 19 courses. So although some of them are 3.5 hour and some of them are 7 hour, what we're saying is over a 4-year period, you'll never do the same course. So straight away, we cover that category that they're bringing in. I think it's a good idea. Moving forward, I still would like to see some synergy with the EU, because our drivers in the UK do drive there and their drivers do drive here. And to make life difficult for both sides of the water is not a good point.
I mean, one weakness I always thought about driving CPC is getting truck drivers to sit for 7 hours in a classroom. I wouldn't want to sit for 7 hours in a classroom. Do you think there is more scope for shorter courses, maybe e-learning, rather than 7 hours non-stop in a classroom?
Well, as I say, since COVID, we do a lot online, but there is the facility to do 3.5 hours one day in the afternoon and 3.5 hours the next day. But that breaks it up. But it does cause a problem for covering the work. To take a driver off the road for 2 half days. But of course we do weekends as well, Saturday, Sunday. But then the drivers have got to give their own time up. So there is problems with doing it. I think it's an evil we've got to get around. And I think it's here to stay, and I think it should be.
So how have you found the conference today? It's been very busy, been lots of people here. How has it been for Drivetech?
We've been quite busy. We've got some customers have come along and given us various thoughts and compared us to Ford's, which is not a bad thing, and we fed that back. And of course we've got some new interest from a variety of companies, which we'll follow up in over the coming days.
Fantastic. Craig, thanks for your time.